This morning for you on Daybreak, a vehicle crashes into a home late last night, leaving 2 people dead.
And businesses and charities have been hit by a string of thefts, not once but twice now, targeting their vehicles. We'll bring you both those stories and a lot more Super Bowl prep this morning. It's Friday, January 31st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano on this Red Friday.
Red,
red. Yellow highlighter. Gold. I say gold. That counts. What?
Did you plan that or that just happened?
That's the only one I had on my desk. So there you go.
But I'll let you have it today.
Did you know out of the last 15 years, 30 teams have played in the Super Bowl? That's just math. You should know that.
Yeah, I got that.
Of those 30 teams, only 8 have scored over 30 points.
Ooh.
That's tense because the moment gets to you, and it's big pressure and there's good defenses versus good offense, but we're used to seeing this Chiefs team fly across the field and put up points, right?
Yeah, maybe they can make it 9.
We'll see what happens. Let's hope so. Meteorologist Elisa Rappa joins us this morning as well. You enjoy watching the Chiefs. Mahomes can throw that ball like standing flat-footed 70 yards, I think it was, right?
Looking backwards.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I just love how you're full of stats. Like, this is like your
stats.
day. He's got pages. Here's 1, 2. Oh, these are news rundowns. But he's got a lot of pages of some football.
There's a lot on the 2 pages, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, goodness.
And we can tailgate outside on Sunday, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, fire up the grill, really. You can get some nice burgers, a nice barbecue going outside this weekend. Starting out with temperatures just above freezing in the middle 30s. We've got clouds and we've got some patchy fog out there again. It's 36 degrees in Springfield with some southerly winds. We've got visibility down to half mile in Branson, a mile in Harrison, and 5 miles in Springfield. We do have mostly cloudy skies, some light drizzle down to the south and east and north central Arkansas this morning near Melbourne, so some wet pavement possible there this morning. Otherwise, your commute is just dry, maybe just a little bit foggy. Temperatures are above freezing. It is 36 degrees in Springfield, 34 in Camden, and 36 degrees in Rolla. Starting out with some of that fog this morning, dry conditions through the rest of the afternoon. We keep the clouds though, and we'll have some rain showers return late into the evening and overnight tonight. Some light spotty rain. Most of us probably wind up dry. Temperatures closer to average and warmer than yesterday by dismissal at 44 degrees. So tracking the fog, that light rain chance can maybe get some light flurries or light mix as temperatures cool overnight tonight. The bigger story will be the weekend warm up. Details on your Super Bowl forecast, plus a look at what's the field going to be like in Miami as the Chiefs are playing. We'll do all that coming up in 10 minutes.
And we've got some breaking news to start off this hour with this morning. 2 people are dead following an overnight car crash in central Springfield.
Color 10's Nigel McDonald is live where police say the 2 people drove their car into a home. Nigel, what else do you know?
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. That fatal car crash happened here on East Seminole and Florence. Now, police tell me that upon arrival, witnesses told them that they noticed the car driving west down Seminole at high rates of speed just moments before that crash. Now, the car then crossed National without stopping at the red flashing light. Police believe the car lost control shortly after sliding into the home. Police say 2 people were in the vehicle and both appeared to be ejected from that car. Now, as we just received information, both are now deceased. One was deceased at the scene and the other was taken to the hospital in serious condition. However, that person is now dead as well. Police say no one inside of the home was injured.
The traffic unit will come out. They will take lots of measurements, lots of pictures. They'll start working on the car and stuff, and anything to gather information that led to the accident. It's a slow process as we try to gather lots of evidence in order to piece this back together, how it happened.
Well, again, Lieutenant Riggle said that this is an ongoing investigation. Police remain on scene. And as you're waking up this morning, getting ready for work and school, be mindful of this area. Again, this is East Seminole. If you have to head this way to get to work or to get to school, you might want to plan an alternate route because this street is blocked right now. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
All right, thank you, Nija. And a story now with your right to know that more catalytic converters have been stolen in the area, this time from the Salvation Army's main box truck. The truck is used every day for thrift store donation pickups in Greene and Christian counties. The truck is also used to pick up food and other supplies for Salvation Army programs. The organization is already about 25% short of its Red Kettle goal, and they're struggling to figure out what to do. Repairs could take over a week.
So for a week, we're going to be without any of these things. We're going to have to shut down our pickups. We're going to have to shut down our deliveries and donations for this week. We service about 250 people a day, so there could be thousands affected by this by the time the week is over.
Salvation Army organizers hope someone will loan them a vehicle so they can continue their mission.
We also need to let you know $50,000 worth of merchandise has been stolen at the Best Buy in the Branson Hills shopping district. It happened January 20th, but Branson police believe the burglary is linked to at least 4 others in the Midwest. Investigators have identified one suspect and have put a warrant out for his arrest. Still, if you know any information, you were asked to call them right away.
Police need your help in finding a missing man. 81-year-old Gerald Abbott was last seen Wednesday at his home near Tolliver and Scenic. That's around Chesterfield Park in South Springfield. Officers say Abbott has dementia and may be confused as to where he is. His cell phone was last pinged in Farmington, Missouri, but he was not found there. He may be driving a 2014 Dodge Ram with an extended cab. If you spot that, look for the license plate 5SAG11.
In your medical coverage, a Missouri nonprofit says expanding Medicaid would actually save the state $100 million. A report by the Missouri Budget Project claims a Medicaid expansion would let the federal government pay 90% of health services that are currently funded by state tax dollars. Plus, extra money would increase state income and sales tax revenue. Those two combined would surpass how much the state already pays on health care. In return, we would save money. No word yet on if lawmakers will vote to expand Medicaid, but you can read the full report on ozarksfirst.com.
State leaders want people to review their flood plans now ahead of potential rain this spring. The NWS says we could see serious flooding in the coming weeks, while repairs from last year's floods are still ongoing. FEMA has a national flood insurance program that could help you protect your property. Last year, it paid out more than $70 million in claims due to flood damages.
A mystery fan who's been making memories for young Chiefs fans all season long isn't a mystery anymore. One person on the receiving end of these random acts of kindness was 11-year-old William Medley. He and his father were standing in line at the AFC Championship a couple weeks ago to get some food when they were approached by a man who asked if it was William's first game. Well, it was, and the man asked to buy him a jersey before he disappeared. The family has wanted to thank that man, but didn't know how to reach him. Until now, we found him today, and he lives right here in Springfield. Shannon Shank is a lifelong Chiefs fan and says after his father passed away in 2018, it's been his goal to make a positive impact. Shank says his father would give the shirt off his back to anyone.
Thank you so much. If I could do anything to repay you, I would.
You are more than welcome. There's absolutely no need to repay me. There's nothing to repay. Pay it forward. People will forget what you did, people will forget what you said, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And I hopefully made them stop and think, and they'll do something positive to keep it moving.
What a sweet story there. Taking a look at the regular football season at Arrowhead, Chiefs Kingdom is warming by 1.3 degrees since 1970. A look at the forecast both in Springfield and in Miami for Super Bowl Sunday. That's coming up next.